Hi, Shalom. It's your brother Dan Allah. All right, back at you again with another lesson. So without further ado, of course, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. All right, for giving me the inspiration to do this video. Salutations to the brothers and sisters that magnify this truth on the four corners of the earth and have given a body as a living sacrifice. And double honors to our elders as well. All right. So I pretty much want to go into the fact that thy eyes shall see thy teachers in these last days. All right. And the Lord will rise his apostles last. All right. So I'm here in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17. All right. In verse 4. Now, this is where I want to start. All right. It says, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance, all right, that I have gave thee, right? Because our people, we were lost, man, all right? The prophecies and the true understanding was sealed up for a appointed time. But in these last days, the Most High has given Israel the ability to come back to our customs, all right, to come back to our understanding and to learn our inheritance. All right, it says, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. All right, so the Lord said, because of our disobedience, we have kindled a fire in his anger that shall burn forever, man. All right, and this is the reason why we were discontinued from our inheritance, because we were a backsliding people. All right. Now, in the midst of all of this, the Most High rised up a bit of confusion on the left-hand side, because he put pastors, all right, whose heart were after wickedness, who fathered us into confusion, man. Right. But the Lord's getting ready to destroy them. This is Jeremiah chapter 23. All right. Verse 1. Now, mind you, this is the Lord's movie. So the Lord's controlling all of this, man, on the right hand and the left hand side. All right. But it says, Jeremiah 23:1, it says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. Yeah, because we got Christian pastors out here, all right, who teaches just the gospel or go into prosperity doctrine. Right? They don't really go into, all right, teaching our people our inheritance or giving them the laws and understanding, laws and statutes and commandments, all right? Or even teaching them the basics that they're Israelites, all right? So these pastors has further dragged us into our demise, man, all right? And the Lord said, woe unto them, meaning what? Destruction. All right, so in these last days, it's destruction to these pastors that, scattered the sheep, man. Right? So let's go to verse 3. Let's go to Ezekiel 37. All right, so this is Ezekiel 37. All right, and let's go to verse 10. It says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came unto them. And they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. So there were, like I said, it was an appointed time to where, a lot of things in the scriptures were sealed and there were no understanding of thereof. But the Lord, starting with Elder Bivens, all right, on down with the whole One West school, right? He breathed into their nostrils. All right. And they lived. All right. And they stood up on their feet. And that's when, the understanding started to circulate on the four corners of the earth. And here we are today in 2022. All right. A exceeding great army, man. We got camps all over the place, man, bringing out the gospel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right, in these last days. All right. So let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 4 now. All right. It says in verse 9, it says, for I think that Yahweh has set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to the angels, and to the men. You see that? So the Lord let us Israelites, all right, or the so-called black people and Latinos go through different phases. There were many times when we stood on our feet, but we didn't have the breath blew into our nostrils. A lot of us was stood up for, they stood up for justice, or there were a lot of revolutionary groups, all right, but they didn't really understand, that they were Israelites, or what the whole obligation or duty was, until these last days, like I said, through the One West, man. Right? So the Lord let everybody, pretty much follow the commandments of men, all right, and follow after their own ways, which in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, it does say that no man shall redeem you or buy you. So we were all getting caught up in snares and traps, right? The Lord literally had to pour that spirit out in these last days to make brothers realize that we had to turn back to God, man. So he rised up his apostles last. All right. So let's move on. Right. So the Lord rised up the apostles last, man. And that's who you see on these corners on the last, these last days, the brothers and sisters speaking in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right. And it says, this is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And that's what you see now. All right. You see your teachers out on the highways and the byways, right? And they feeding you the knowledge according to the Lord's heart, letting you know you Israel, letting you know to keep the commandments, strengthening your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Leading you to repentance. All right. That's what the Lord has did. And it's putting the world to shame, and everybody else is confounded. Right? The Lord set it up this way. Right? So let's go to Isaiah chapter 30 now. All right. In verse 20, it says, and though the Lord gave you the bread of adversity, right, and the water of affliction. So the Lord put us through all these trials and tribulations, all right, and put us under the yoke of our enemies. It says, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, and thy eyes shall see thy teachers. And in these last days, that's exactly what's going on. Although we're still going through adversity, we still being refined. We're going through trials and tribulations. The Most High has opened it up in our heart to chase after the true understanding of the word, man. Right? And he said that his teachers will no more be removed in the corner. And that's why, the elite or the so-called wicked men in this world, they don't touch the men of the Lord, because this is prophecy. Now, there's going to come a time where some of us may die for the word. But for this appointed time right now, the Lord clearly states that his teachers will not be removed into a corner no more. Right? Some of us may be cast into prisons. All right. You may be there for a reason, though, because the Lord got his teachers all over the place. But it said that thy eyes shall see thy teachers. So no matter where you go nowadays, what state, county, country, or wherever, man, hey, the teachers are all over the place, man. It says, and thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. And when ye turn into the right hand, and when ye turn to the left, ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver, and the ointments of thy molten images of gold. Thou shalt cast them away as the ministrous cloth. It says, thou shalt say unto it, get thee thence. So, hence, Salakia. So, There's many times when brothers be out there, man. You will see a brother with a molten image, all right, or like the cross or something, and they'll literally take it off their neck and cast it away from them, man. So this is all prophecy, man. Everything that's coming to pass, all right, is already literally written in the scriptures, man. All right. So let's go to 2 Timothy, right? Chapter 3 and verse 14. It says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. So in these last days, when you come across this knowledge and the Lord open up your vessel, all right, and has blessed you with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the Lord is literally letting us know to continue in the faith, to continue in what you have learned, all right? Let no man take your crown. So we got to keep this understanding, man. It's a gift, man, for us to have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So we got to hold on to it with all we got, man. This is all we got in these last days. And these words, they speak life, man. Right? So you die in the world and you become alive on the right-hand side. And this is what leads you to eternal life. Right? So we got to listen to our teachers and respect our elders and continue in the faith, man. Right? So this is John. Let's go to John. Right? Chapter 6, verse 66. And it reads, It is the spirit that quickeneth, right? And that's why we say Bashem Rakah Kadash, because the spirit is what inspirates, is what comes into your vessel and inspire you to understand this truth or inspire you to become a teacher. It says the flesh profiteth nothing, right? It says the words that I speak unto you, they are spirit. You see that? It says, and they are life. So these words are life, man, right? These words are life. So the Lord spared you, the Lord favored you if you can understand it, right? So we got to hold on to what we have been taught, man, because these words are life. And it's saving a lot of people's life too, man, literally. Like, it changes your whole outlook of life. You could have been a thug, a young man out in the street doing whatever, Lord knows what, man. And the spirit will literally come into your vessel and change your process of thinking. It says in Psalms 119 and 9, it says, Beth, where with though, it says, shall a young man cleanse his way by taking heed thereto according to thy words. You see that? So a young man can cleanse his ways by taking heed according to the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And that's the spirit coming into that man and changing his whole aura, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. Right? So we got to be thankful that the Lord put these teachers in front of us. We gotta literally pray to the Lord and thank him for allowing us to see this time that we living in, man. Right? This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of life, the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endure forever. It says, all they that keep it shall come to life. You see that? So you come to life literally, man. When you run into your teachers and they teach you and spread this gospel to you, man, and you hold on to it. You're literally coming to life by keeping the commandments and holding on to the faith, right? It says, all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die, man. You see that? So if you abandon this truth, or you scoffed the man of the Lord, or you just pretty much ignored it, the Most High wasn't dealing with you, and your spirit was pretty much set up to go into condemnation, man. Right? So just always pray to the Lord and be blessed, man. All right. And that we've met our teachers All right, and we've been turned on to the truth, man. Lord's willing, man, we'll be on his good side, man. All right. So the Lord said that our eyes shall see our teachers, and we in those last days that he'll never remove this truth from us. We just got to endure to the end, man. All right. So with that, I hope it was